Avero Photography was created and spread across platforms such as Pinterest, a portfolio website using Wix, and Stellar. The reach of the platform was dependent on platform interactivity, in a sense that when someone saw a Stellar collection, they could easily be directed to the portfolio website. Similarly on Pinterest. The Wix website portfolio was easily navigational. Using the top header options, the audience would be able to see the information about myself and the inspiration for my photography. Thus far, I've uploaded 4 albums of photographs that have similarly been uploaded to Stellar and Pinterest. The Wix website has had the least interaction out of all the platforms I've used, having 1 or 2 hearts on some photos. However, the portfolio isn't so much a platform to like or heart. More interaction could be seen though from more promotion through mainstream media. The Pinterest profile, similarly to Wix, has uploaded 3 albums of photographs. Although it has few interactions, or hits as they call it, I've begun to follow other similar Pinterest pages to create a follow for follow effect, to gain more interaction. I've begun with Pinterest without using the promotion option, due to the curiosity to see how well the photographs will do without it. The next step will be to promote the current most hit photographs and see what effects the promote option will do. The Stellar profile is a star out of the 3 platforms. This is the closest I've come to verbal feedback as opposed to likes or hearts, where users have commented and I've made a true effort to respond quickly in order to gain audience interaction. I had originally thought that Stellar was mainly used by other photographers and each would just share their photographs, but after looking through the profiles of the audience that interacted with my collections, I had noticed that majority were just users scrolling through Stellar, viewing the content rather than producing it. Thus meant the content I was curating was actually unique and fortunately not overdone or mainstream. Stellar also helps you know how many people had interacted with your collection over the course of 24 and 48 hours. This was a great overview as to how many people actually viewed the collection and how many people didn't interact with it, but it gave an idea of the potential reach of the platform. It's also quite interesting to see that the profile for Avero Photography doesn't actually have many followers itself. But after observations from when likes began to come in, I realised there must be a social media team managing the Stellar account that adds certain collections onto their page which every Stellar user is directed to when using the app, thus having my collections reach further than anticipated. Unfortunately, the platforms I'm currently using don't provide much information in regards to demographics, age, location and gender of my audience, and as of yet there is minimal interaction in regards to comments and verbal feedback. However, I knew that I would have a small target audience, and when curating content, I reminded myself not to be disheartened from the lack of interactivity, but focus on what this audience is interested in seeing. I also need to consider taking on physical verbal feedback from a live audience, from friends and family, to gain their feedback and general opinion on the platform usage and recommendations. It's a valuable tool as I can get direct, genuine feedback. I had posted a poll on Twitter asking for advice on whether to start an Instagram account for the Avero Photography, as Instagram has a larger reach of an audience and would allow for gaining more feedback and interaction. With the poll and comments being so positive in regards to making a profile, it looks as though that the next step for Avero Photography will be making an Instagram. Thank you for listening. Live and laugh. Love, Lauren.